All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is January 30th, 2025, and we are following Jerome Powell and the earnings. Now, there was a huge tragedy last night. There was a plane crash at the Reagan Airport in D.C. A military helicopter collided with an American Airlines commercial flight. It was everywhere. We were even on Twitter, man. It's actually very, very tragic. There was no survivors, and it's like our first aviation incident with a commercial airline in America since like 2009. So very, very sad. You saw a lot of things. Oh, there's me. But there was that. Then the follow-up on earnings, even though we were looking for sentiment, literally Meta and Tesla, even though they started off a little rocky, people actually ended up liking them, or at least the analysts did by the morning. Microsoft is the weak spot. And then you also had like UPS in the morning. They did not do good. Whirlpool did very, very bad. And there was a couple of others, but generally the whole idea of like DeepSeek, AI demand, it hasn't really faltered too much. So I don't think sentiment got better. It didn't really get much worse from what we were dealing with. Powell was even taken as a little dovish, even though the plan remains the same. And now you got Big Apple earnings. We're going to hear from Intel. Let's see if Intel can reprice, man. But at the end of the day, it should be a wild Thursday. Again, we're still looking forward to Donald Trump. There was a lot of drama there with the confirmation hearing, so we'll see where it takes us. Wrap it up with data. You did get data this morning, but it wasn't too crazy. But Chatadonia, what's up, baby? Good morning. Oh, man. What up, Robert? What up, Star? Uncle Terry, Zoraz, Mark, Anlo, Senor, Liquid Skittle, Malcolm King, Tim Whitman, baby. What's up? What up, Gus Gonzo? Good morning. Good morning, Jamar. I heard you putting in offers, baby. What up, Ryan? What up, Ummo Business? Good morning. Be like Mike. Rami, Battleborn, Jerry Woods, y'all. Mr. Matsuno, bright and early. Y'all waking up with me, huh? Bright and early. What up, Luis? What up, Jerry? What up, Noodles? Mr. Jordan, Sarah Sosa, Misa, On It, Lord, Brown Tongue, Cruz, baby. Ali, Hamid, Kira, Blue Bald Eagle. What's up, baby? Good morning. What up, Anzo? What about the Twitch? Feed me Seymour, Linsens, El Coyote, Dev Patel, Lizzie, JT the Mosher. Oh, El Coyote again. He always hitting, baby. What up? Payday Devo, Danny V, Mr. Glocks, Blazing Bob, Epic Eric, Red Beans, and Roach and Robo Hand Tech, baby. What up, Jai? What up, Jacob? What up, Najee Wolf? Oh, man. Good morning. Hey, man, I'm reading the names. It's Feed Me Seymour, bro, not BB Seymour. That's good. The Twitch got gamer tags. YouTube got government names. Some of y'all got gamer tags in here, though, too. But good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready. And now, here is Josh AI with the news. Get prepared. Woo! U.S. futures climb as traders await Apple results. U.S. stock futures gained as investors looked ahead to Apple Inc.'s earnings for the next test of resilience in the technology sector. NASDAQ 100 futures rose 0.5% and contracts on the S&P 500 added 0.3%. Apple is expected to post record results when the company delivers its quarterly report later today. Tech stocks continued to power ahead in pre-market trading with International Business Machines Corp. Jumping 8%, and Meta Platforms Inc. rising on hopes for future artificial intelligence gains. Tesla Inc. Climbed as much as 4.1% amid investor optimism about the company's robo-taxi business and AI prospects. The technological arms race has defined global markets this week after Chinese startup DeepSeek raised the stakes with an AI model that costs a fraction of the price of its U.S. competitors. That put a question mark over the spending and investment plans of Silicon Valley firms in the run-up to the earnings announcements, sparking a market slump on Monday. Investors are still willing to dream the dream and have this blank check mentality when it comes to AI and CapEx spending spending. Cameron Dawson, chief investment officer at New Age Wealth, told Bloomberg TV, the question that we have is what the return on invested capital will be for a commoditized product. Microsoft Corp shares bucked the upbeat mood, falling 3.9% in early trading as the firm struggles to build enough data centers to handle AI demand, and the yield on 10-year U.S. Treasuries was down 2 basis points at 4.50% after the Federal Reserve left interest rates unchanged yesterday, adopting a wait-and-see approach with inflation still above the 2% target. Now attention turns to the European Central Bank, which is expected to cut rates by a quarter point later Thursday to revive the sluggish Eurozone economy. European government bonds gained after gross domestic product figures came in weaker than expected for Germany and France. The Stoxx 600 Europe Index rose 0.6%, hitting a record high after a slew of strong earnings. The divergence trade is alive and well, with a widening gap between European and U.S. growth expectations that is translated into a much more dovish outlook for the ECB relative to the Fed, said Daniel Murray, Zurich-based chief executive officer of EFG Asset Management. In currencies, the yen gained as much as 0.6% against the dollar as fast money traders lined up bets on the currency, according to an Asia-based FX trader. Oil edged lower as investors waited for clarity on U.S. trade policy after Donald Trump's pick for Commerce Secretary said Canada and Mexico, the country's top crude suppliers, may avoid high tariffs. Fed leaves traders with little conviction on rate path. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said officials are not in a rush to lower interest rates, adding the central bank is pausing to see further progress on inflation following a string of rate reductions last year. We do not need to be in a hurry to adjust our policy stance, Powell said Wednesday, noting that the economy remains strong and interest rates are no longer restraining the economy as much as they had been. Strong economic growth coupled with a solid labor market allows officials to wait for further evidence of cooling inflation before adjusting rates again. It also offers them time to evaluate how President Donald Trump's policies on immigration, tariffs, and taxes may impact the economy. Taken together with comments from other officials in recent weeks, the remarks indicate the Fed could remain on hold for some time. American Airlines plane collision leaves no hope for survivors. The collision between an American Airlines Group Inc. regional jet and a military helicopter near Ronald Reagan Airport in Washington left no survivors on board the two aircraft, authorities said, making it one of the most deadly U.S. air disasters in decades and an early test for President Donald Trump's administration in his second week in office. American Flight 5342 that had come in from Wichita, Kansas with 60 passengers and 4 crew hit a Sikorsky H-60 Blackhawk helicopter with 3 military personnel on board while approaching the runway just before 9 p.m. local time on Wednesday. Rescue crews worked through the night to retrieve any survivors, but by early morning their mission had turned into a salvage operation, they said at a press briefing at the airport. China is scouring the globe in search of new food suppliers. China's quest to feed itself has taken it as far as Kenya's macadamia nut groves and Bolivia's cattle ranches as part of a push in recent years to diversify food sources away from traditional Western suppliers. The country has made substantial efforts to future-proof itself for trade wars and the return of Donald Trump. Top overnight news, what U.S. President Trump said because the Fed and Chair Powell failed to stop problem they created with inflation, he will do it by unleashing American energy production, slashing regulation, rebalancing international trade, and reigniting American manufacturing, while he will make the U.S. financially and otherwise powerful again. BOC Governor Macklem said the Bank of Canada can ease tariff pain but can't fix the damage, and a big increase in tariffs is a big disruption to the Canadian economy, while he added that if a trade battle comes to pass, it would mean the economy will work less efficiently. Macklem also commented that inflation has come down, inflation is low, and it is thought to stay around the target. SoftBank is in talks to invest $15 billion to $25 billion in OpenAI, potentially deepening the relationship between the two companies that are already planning a significant artificial intelligence infrastructure initiative. WSJ, BOJ Deputy Governor Riozo Himino signaled there's more room to hike given that real rates remain in negative territory. BBG. Japan's government expects its annual debt servicing costs to rise by 25% to almost $230 billion over the next 4 years as the BOJ's rate hikes drive up financing costs. BBG and Eurozone officials are considering making an offer to Russia to resume gas purchases as an inducement to end the Ukraine war. FT. The Eurozone unexpectedly stagnated in the fourth quarter, defying estimates for a little growth. Germany's GDP fell by a bigger than expected 0.2% compared with the previous 3 months. France's economy unexpectedly contracted 0.1%. BBG, STM Micro, STM ADR minus 7.8%. Premict stock plunged to the lowest level since 2020 after the chipmaker forecast first quarter revenue that missed expectations. BBG, U.S. annualized GDP probably slowed slightly to 2.6% in the fourth quarter. There's a chance animal spirits may prop up investment and growth this year, Bloomberg Economics said, but it may be choppy given uncertainties. BBG Sen. John Fetterman, D. Pia, who was thought to be open to voting for Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s nomination to head the Department of Health and Human Services, now says the nominee is in serious trouble after his rocky confirmation hearing. The Hill. House Democrats launched a multilateral effort Wednesday to combat the flood of executive actions from President Trump, vowing to punch back through legislation, lawsuits, and a blitz of counter-messaging. The Hill. FX options show diverging views about the risks to Canada and Mexico from potential U.S. tariffs. Implied volatility in the loonie has spiked since the U.S. election, while peso traders seem more relaxed. BBG, the peso traders relaxed. Wow, we got more. S&P futures there by 0.2 Thursday morning. Comes after U.S. equities finished lower on Wednesday with big tech a lagger on renewed weakness in NVIDIA. Treasury firms across the curve with 10-year falling towards the 4.5 level. Dollar little change, though yen strength on the story in Forex. Gold up 1.1, Bitcoin up 1, WTI is up by 0.2. Earnings dominated the headlines with Meta and Tesla, big tech bright spots, while Microsoft a lagger. However, broader AI takeaways largely upbeat in the wake of DeepSeek shakeout earlier this week, with hyperscalers defending the outsized capex ramp. Pretty quiet elsewhere. FOMC takeaways uneventful. Market not expecting another cut till June. Nothing particularly incremental on Trump policy. Where headline volatility has become a big theme, particularly when it comes to tariff. On the flow front, more talks of retail buying the dip versus institutional de-risking. Microsoft lower with no reiteration of guidance for Azure acceleration second half. Meta up with takeaways on AI tailwind. Tesla EPS missed but free cash flow ahead. Caterpillar sales and margin guide all light. UPS down big on weaker guidance and plans to lower volume with Amazon. Now beat underwhelmed and guidance softer. Cigna hit by higher costs. IBM big takeaway focused on software growth and free cash guide. LRCX beat and guided well above. Uri Q4 largely in line, but 25 EBITDA left soft. LVS missed, but Singapore bright spot and bar was low. WDC takeaways highlighted upcoming spin. CHRW said still in freight recession, and Levi's beat and outlook was upbeat. Whirlpool guided 25 below and noted not seeing consistent signs of recovery. Initial claims down to 207, well below 225. Continuing claims 1.8 below estimate. First look at Q4 came in a bit weaker on GDP, 2.3 versus 2.4. Q4 PCE on the quarter 2.5 in line, and then personal consumption a bright spot, 4.2 annualized highest since quarter 1 23. ECB cut by 25 as expected, highlighting disinflation, and then Friday core PCE in Chicago PMI. Oh, there's more, Habibi. There is more. Meta They give bullish outlook for Meta AI adoption. Microsoft cloud revenue growth slows as AI contribution nudges higher. Tesla profit misses, touts robo rollout, and flags rebound in vehicle sales. IBM beats forecast surge amid AI software consulting revenue. AA Airlines regional plane carrying 60 passengers collides with Blackhawk. A group of investors vying for TikTok secure more than $20 billion bid. Deutsche Bank posts steeper than expected Q4 profit. Shell misses quarterly profit estimate, announces $3.5 billion buyback. U.S. tech companies embrace DeepSeek model. Microsoft Meta defend CapEx plan. Stopping DeepSeek from distilling U.S. AI models, easier said than done. DeepSeek chatbot achieves 17% accuracy in info delivery, lower than Western rivals. SoftBank said to be in talks to expand investment in OpenAI. Fed on hold as expected. Bank of Canada cuts by 25. ECB cuts by 25. Bank of Japan quietly slims down balance sheet with quantitative tightening move. Bank of Japan Hamino says rate hikes to continue if economy prices align with forecasts. Economists see Bank of England rate cut next week in scope for faster easing. Risk piling for U.S. stock market as investors grapple with AI shock and Fed outlook. Tariff dominates earnings calls as companies prepare for disruption by Trump. White House said to be discussing tighter NVIDIA curbs on China. Global autos firing line of Trump tariff threats versus Mexico. Euro growth stalls as Germany, France, Italy struggle, foreshadowing week 25. White House weighs challenging constitutionality of 50-year-old impoundment act to exert more power over spending. EU officials debate controversial restart of Russian gas imports in Ukraine peace. Global leaders curry Trump's favor by offering investments and deals. EU braces for Trump trade showdown as internal divisions deepen. And French budget crisis deepens as political tensions threaten government stability. Wow. Good morning. It's a decent amount. Again, the earnings were kind of... They were oddly neutral, but again, no bad signs with AI. And then we got pre-market movers. Good morning. What up, Dwayne? What up, Jake from State Farm? Oh, good morning, baby. Oh, man. Honda still got to work up, you know? Oh, I'm excited, though. Good morning. You got pre-market movers. CLS 14 earnings. TT 10 off earnings. IBM 9 earnings. NOK 7 off earnings. LVS 7 off earnings, LRCX earnings, Broadcom 5-1 Meta CapEx, and Celestica lands deal for full rack AI. WDC 5 off earnings. Tesla 3.9 earnings and launch unsupervised FSD in Austin in June. Logi up 3.8 upgrade. Let's see, Ally up 2 insider buy. Anything else is just earnings. Earnings are sympathy. Yeah, earnings, MMC, BKR, 1.2, major new gas order for Venture Global. Coca-Cola up by 1, Jeffries upgrade. CRDO up on Meta comments and Microsoft CapEx. BWLP up 4, Pareto upgrade. AKRO, Bank of America upgrade up 3. AMOD up 89. Tech C up 49. Interim data, phase 1B trial of patients with group 2 pulmonary hypertension. IVAs up by 13. Results from Ianfibrinar trial in patients of TD2, type 2 diabetes and MASLD in the Journal of Hepatology. That one could be good. Again, a lot of type 2 diabetes drugs lately. Again, that was NVO. RPT up 10 off earnings. Leis up 6.3. Extends patent portfolio. ALMS is up by 5. Oppenheimer outperform. ONEW up 3 off earnings. Gold and silver higher. UPS down by 15 off earnings. FedEx down in sympathy. Cigna down 11 on earnings. Now down 9 on earnings. Mobileye down 8 on earnings. Caterpillar down 4 off earnings. And then Comcast down 4 off earnings. AAL down 3-4 off the plane crash. Microsoft in the red. Datadog down by 2-4 in reaction to Microsoft non-Azure AI performance. Uber down 2-3. Tesla to launch unsupervised FSD in Austin in June. Snow down 2-1. Now Sympathy reportedly in talks to acquire Red Panda. MDB up 1-7 in reaction to Microsoft non-Azure performance, or down 1-7. DGNX down 14. Profit taking IPO yesterday or recent. Whirlpool down 11 off earnings. Levi down 7 off earnings. MLNK down 4. Bank of America downgrade. Confluent down 4-7 in reaction to a report of Snowflake acquiring Red Panda. Lyft down on the Elon cyber news. CRGX down 75, discontinuing phase 1-2 study. ELTX down by 18, 10 million registered direct offering. IRWD down 8. Apraglutide update, workforce reduction, and then IMNN down by 8, 125 million common stock offering. Wow, Habibi, yeah, and you got Lagarde right now. My goodness. So there it is. There it is, my friends. There it is. What time is it? Oh, we got great time. Beautiful time. So again, the earnings. I mean, I'm surprised. I didn't think any of the earnings were really that great, but people like Tesla, they like Meta, and then Microsoft. That's what it is. Do I need some tea? Come on, and you know how I'm gonna respond to that. I'll see you tomorrow. Again, I think it's you've been here for years, man. Come on, let's go, members only. But like I was saying, I think Meta and Tesla, they did good, but I just don't think sentiment got worse, but I don't know if it got better. But again, the whole AI DeepSeek thing, that really messed with people. But I think you feel good after the earnings. We haven't really seen a blowout. So we'll see where it takes us. But Chattadonia, we got a lot of time. We will save the plays for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We'll save the plays for the people. But why are you here right now? On it, I love it, bro. I love it. It's a sad. I know some people don't like changes, but I don't know, man. I feel like you guys deserve, the ones who wake up and work hard deserve it all, but especially all of my veterans, man. So before we do anything, every day, man, and even now, why I have this labeled Pledge of Allegiance, man, for real. It is absolutely an honor to be surrounded by some of you, and if you have served this country, thank you for everything. And like I'm saying, man, I really hope everybody else, I hope you could pay this homage and really learn to appreciate it. Because again, even then, you had a military accident yesterday, man. Every single day. I mean, we are just so blessed. But the fact of the matter is, people had to give up a lot for everything we have, man. So veterans, the families, all of you have fought for this country, even if you have served on a community level for the people around you, for real. Thank you for doing what you do. I hope you guys understand how much you are loved, and I really hope I get you a long-term at bare minimum, man, and I really hope that we could provide some value, but at the very least, man, I hope I could get you info, and you guys deserve the first access above all. But veterans, thank you for everything. Keep it up. Know that you are loved, and if you ain't paying homage to the veterans, you might not want to be here anymore. Yeah, that's how I feel about it. That's it. Y'all don't deserve any disrespect in the morning. Only salutes and homage and honor, baby. So veterans, thank you, man. For real, bro. And everybody else, the teachers, the doctors. And I said it yesterday, man. I don't care what you believe, man. But all of you working in all of these positions, you are supposed to be the good people. I don't care. I know the people above and all of that, but y'all can make a real good change in your communities by looking at each other, seeing your brother and sister, and showing that love even in your job. Work the best. Work the hardest you can. Take care of the people. And amen, baby. But ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Place your right hand over your heart. Say it with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all, baby. Oh, it's game time, baby. Horna, let's go. Chattadonia. I just broke my desk. I did. I had the stand-up desk thing. It was connected to my chair, and I just ripped it out. I got a little too excited there. But good morning, man. Oh, yeah, we got time. We still got... How do I fix this? What the fuck? Oh, yeah, bro. I think I broke it. Yeah, bro. I broke my desk. I don't know what to do. I broke it. Yeah, that's it. It's gone. Wow, many years. Many, many years. But Chad, God bless you. Let's go over some plays here in a little bit, but it's time we free the other Chads. Are you ready? Are you guys ready to free the other Chads? So it should take you there, but just in case, that's it. Just in case, I will see you there. Have a good time and good morning and good work, baby. Let's go. You got everything. You got